parents there.
Even if we got live doves?
Mother.
All right, honey, your wedding day should be the most beautiful day of your life. And if you want to invite your father, well, I'm willing to keep the peace.
Promise?
Promise. Then it's settled. Now call your father. Kate's chin.
Mother, you promised.
I know. Just ignore me, Stan. It should be easy. You've had plenty of practice.
Princess, before I forget, I want to invite you and Dennis to come spend some time with Chrissy and me in our new house in Maui.
That sounds great.
Yeah, it's primo.
Part of the Middle East he's from.
I just won the raffle over at the movie theater. Tickets to the world premiere of Mr. Burt Reynolds' new movie tomorrow night.
That's nice.
Yes. And passes for me and my two best friends to the private party afterwards, to be hosted by none other. Honey, we just saw Stanley leaving. Are you all right?
A lot of really neat knots.
Dorothy, guess who's here?
My date.
Your husband.
I don't have a husband. Call the police.
Your ex-husband.
I'll call the police.
Hi, everyone. It's me, Stan.
Dorothy. In the future, I would appreciate a little advance notice when you're expecting.
Guess it's time to turn in.
I guess.
You're not tired?
Not really.
Me neither. You feel like dancing?
Oh, I'd love to. I can be dressed and back in that ballroom in 10 minutes.
No, Rose.
Where you say lovely to a date who's just shown up in a light blue tuxedo.
Well, I meant lovely no matter how it came out.
I guess maybe I just didn't think you'd recognize good taste. You know this house was done by Nancy Reagan's decorator.
Really? We had to use cotton and fish ointment. That's nothing. In Sicily, we use a leaf in the river.
Why, you never had a baby in Sicily.
I was a baby in Sicily. Disposable bottles and formula. We had to sterilize our bottles and make our formula. I nursed. Your brother was...
Please, come in. You'll have to excuse my mother. She's a little upset. She just found out she has the same hairdresser as Whoopi Goldberg.
This is my associate, Bobby Hopkins.
Detective Mullins, I am Blanche Devereaux, and these are my roommates, Dorothy and Rose. They're innocent. I'm not.
Rose, honey, can I borrow your golf gloves? I already packed mine.
Only if you promise not to move out.
I cannot promise that.
Then putt with bare hands. Here, taste these. I'm conducting a pizza challenge. One of these is mine, one is Mama you-know-whose. Taste them and tell me which you like better. If I'm right, this could be worth millions. My face could be in every freezer in America.
A, definitely.
Yep, A.
Hey, without a doubt. Felt like you're stuck in a rut, going through the motions with no joy or pleasure or excitement.
Sure, that was my sex life with your father.
Mom, my job is routine. I have virtually no social life and nothing interests me. My life has just become dull and boring.
Where's that sense of fun? Barry Glick is very important to you.
Barry was the man that I wanted to be the first.
First where?
On Mars, Rose. My first lover.
Well, so what happened?
Stanley. That's what happened. Stanley.
Stunned. Stunned is the only way to describe how stunned I am.
Just a minute, Blanche. Are you trying to tell us that you are stunned?
Don't you make fun of me, Dorothy Spornak. I just saw the sign-up sheet down at the bowling alley. Rose Dunn.
Olga Nielsen is a terrific bowler. They could beat us.
There is no us, Rose. I am not bowling with you.
Oh, Dorothy, I don't ask many favors of you, but I'm asking one now. I'm begging, please, as a friend, be my partner.
Blanche has
To go. The bowling tournament is tomorrow. Now, we need the practice.
always practiced enough. Every morning before work, every evening after work. All I ever wanted was to look cute in my bowling outfit.
Honey, aren't you forgetting something? Rose dumped you.
That's right, she did. I hate being dumped.
They're yours. You want them fair and square.
Oh, come on. What are you talking about? You and Rose won that tournament.
Please, you blew it on purpose. The 9-pin for the spare is your best shot. You could make that shot all day long. Here, enjoy them. Okay.
Sketches, you didn't see the robbers. One of the robbers of my mama's jewels.
Okay. We're getting the basic system.
Whatever.
But not from you, from your competitor.
What?
Because what you were trying to do was terrify us into spending more money than we have. Now get out of here before the victim of violent crime in this house is you.
That's why she got me to go to this dance. That's why I learned all those dances. Yeah, I even go back there once in a while.
You shot my vase. You shot my vase.
Thank God, I hated that thing.
What are you doing shooting? Are you crazy?
I heard a noise. I thought it was the robbers. I managed to live 81 years. I survived pneumonia, 2 operations, a stroke. One night I'll belch and...
God, where are the paramedics?
I'll go call them again. Rose, you stay with Dorothy.
Dorothy, she'll be fine. I'm sure it isn't a heart attack. A heart attack's bigger. I've seen a heart attack. Charlie had a heart attack.
And it wasn't like this?
Oh, it was much worse.
If only the paramedics would get here. Slept is all.
You were there? Don't tell me where I went. I went to heaven. I saw the golden light and some angels in white robes with harps. I thought I was at Saks at Christmas. But then I saw your father.
Really?
He was surrounded by women. He's in heaven.
Did you see God?
Here we are not eating chocolate cake, which we obviously adore, because we want to stay very thin and then drop dead. That's nuts.
But we might be thin and stay alive.
But not forever, Rose. We're not going to stay alive forever. That's Dorothy's point. And when you're going to die...
There. Will you promise you'll hold my hand the entire time?
Oh, Ma, are you really that scared?
No. I just want to make sure you're not grabbing at brochures behind my back.
You mean you didn't get dumped?
Well, actually, I did, by my landlord. He threw me out of my apartment, but I couldn't sleep with his best friend. He's over 80 years old and thinks he's the Archduke Ferdinand.
Why did he throw you out?
Well, the new owners of the building. Maybe it sounds strange, but without Charlie, I thought that part of my life was over. I never gave it a second thought.
Until now? Then I think you should go on the cruise. Honey, if the situation is right, you'll know it.
But I'm not sure I'm...
Thank you, Rose. I don't know what to say. And I mean that from the bottom.
It's been so long since I changed a diaper, I figured I'd practice before the baby gets here.
Ah, hello, Martha. Where were you?
I'll give you a hint. The guest of honor had lipstick on her teeth and didn't give a damn.
Who died? My best friend, Lydia.
I'm so...
It is so good to see you. Everybody, Michael is here.
Look, Rose, it's Michael.
I'm not falling for that again.
Hi, Blanche, Rose. Oh, Grandma, you look more beautiful than ever.
Relax, you're already in the will. Now come give me a hug.
An equal chance of having our Christmas ruined. It's not going to bother me if I get Rose's gift.
Dorothy's right. Be a good sport.
Rose, I have to tell you about Christmas. It is too hot to shop. The stores are mobbed, and there are only 2 days left. So we've decided.
I really can't stay for coffee. Ladies, I want to thank you for a wonderful evening.
Well, thank you for coming. We certainly enjoyed having you.
And we hope we'll see you again soon.
And I'll see you tomorrow at the office, Jonathan.
Rose, could we have dinner tomorrow after work? There's something important I want to talk to you about.
A minute's by herself out in the car. We're really going to have to be there for Ma.
Oh, Dorothy, Sophia's like my own mother. Until she feels better, I'm not going to think about anything else. My car! It's ruined!
It's just a little scratch. I can live with it.
What did you...
Child, I think that's got to be the most painful thing a mother can go through. She's being a rock.
Maybe too much of a rock. She's really keeping this all bottled up.
She's in shock. The whole family's in shock. I mean, a man goes out to buy himself an evening gown. You don't expect anything unusual, do you?
Oh, I know what you're talking about, Sophia. There are men's voices that get me going like that, too.
Blanche, there are men's socks that can get you going.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
And do we all remember what today is?
I'll go out on a limb and say Thursday, but you can't go.
Well, what? After my boom comes your boom, and then yours until we're all booming.
How complicated is that herring thing?
Boom, 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 boom. Dorothy, do you feel like talking?
Oh, honey, if it can wait until morning, I'd really appreciate it. I'm exhausted.
Sure, I am too. Let's just get some sleep.
I don't care what Dorothy says. Any man who doesn't pick a lady up at her home for their date is a jerk, plain and simple.
Well, yeah, he's obviously a jerk.
Well, he's taking her to L'Auberge. Jerks love that place. I went there once with the biggest jerk in the whole world. It was right after Charlie died.
Well, I have to prepare for our next arrival, and actually, I'm rather excited. It's a televangelist.
Why is that exciting?
We've never had one here before.
So, this is heaven.
Sophia! Sophia!
Hey, who's that?
Days have really made a difference. Sophia, oh, thank you. Dorothy, Rose, I hope I wasn't too much trouble.
Don't be silly.
We enjoyed having you.
So did half of Miami.
Ma.
Have a safe trip.
I'm sorry, I'm looking for Rose Nyland. I'm an old friend. Rose! It's me, Thor!
Thor? Thor Anderson! I can't believe it! Oh, everybody, this is Thor Anderson.
Hi, everybody.
Come true if you just believe. All you have to do is believe.
Oh, I do believe. I do believe in sluts. Ma, what's wrong?
Leap year? Full moon? Oh my God, the curse.
Ma, I love you. Could you fluff up my pillow a little, please?
What, I look like an orderly? Push the button, wake up a nurse. I'm just here for moral support.
No, I already got that from my roommate. Oh, she's gone. And I never thanked her.
Mara, we'll handle the situation. Tell Gresham we can get together next week. No, he'll have to come here. I can't go to the coast. No, we're going to have to try to keep that whole week clear for my honeymoon. Sometime around the 17th. Well, if you can close it, all right, do so. Call me. I'm on the plane.
Home remedies can work a lot better.
You know, Sophia, you're absolutely right. When I was a little girl, Mama used to rub eucalyptus oil on our necks and then tie a sock around to keep it warm. Why, it cleared your sinuses up just like that.
My mother always used to sing to us and make us gingerbread bed.
Really, Rose? I think Michael DeBakey does that before surgery.
Cancel your reservations to the banquet.
Oh, thanks, Pa.
She was very disappointed you all aren't coming, and I think it's because one of you won the big award.
You mean the best friend of the Friends of Good Health Award?
Yeah.
Why? What'd she say?
It wasn't what she said, it was what she didn't say.
What did she say?
How the hell do I know?
Oh, you don't. Easy,
But the only things I ever saw were the animals on the farm. You know, the bulls and the horses.
Tough act to follow. This is the lanai. It is wonderful in the summertime, especially if you like to sunbathe with your top off.
Oh, really? Really? And the neighbors can't see in?
Oh, sure they can.
The woman has slut embroidered on her underwear.
Didn't go out on Halloween. I was a wreck. But the year went by and no curse. Then the next year went by. No curse. Then finally, when I was 15, Mama took me to the doctor because I still didn't have the curse. And he said, Blanche, do you mean to tell me you still don't have your period? And I said, well, of course I have my period, you fool. I'm not a child. I've had my period.
Sophia around?
Oh, hi,
How about a little lunch?
Bert. Listen, if your butt happens.
Dorothy, do you think they're really going to make any money with that business?
One fabric softener.
Now what's the matter?
Tell you what's the matter. I cannot believe that you are actually going to go out with Stan again tonight.
Why shouldn't I go out with Stan again tonight?
You're right. It's my mistake. I thought you were my friend.
I am your friend.
Then why are you sleeping with my husband?
Oh, because she preferred to do all of her good work anonymously. I'm sure that a lot of people never even knew that she worked for 15 years in a leper colony. Yes, Celia Rubin on Sunday.
Rose, Gene is going to be with us for a week. Let's not have all the really big fun right away. Blanche, this is my friend Jean.
Oh, I'm so glad to finally meet you, Jean.
You too, Blanche.
Dorothy has told us so much about you, I feel like we're bosom buddies.
Ma, not a word. Ma, Phil is not gay.
You mean you're gay? What, your friend Gina's having some sort of membership drive?
Ma.
Dorothy, I know you don't get many dates, but stick with what you know. At your age, it's very hard to break into something new.
Thing takes an interest in you.
Hell yes. But there's another reason. Blanche, when you spend 6 months watching the person you love more than anybody else in the world slowly die, you wonder if you'll ever love again. After that, believe me.
To me, like you had a lovely morning.
Oh, it was. But it made me a little sad. I realized how much I'm going to miss her. We've always been so close.
I know what you mean. I used to be the same way with Michael.
Used to be. I thought you two got along great.
Oh, no, it's not that we don't get along. It's just that we think so differently. You know, I think it is time. Oh, you.
Oh, no. I owe you one.
Girls, what's the difference? The important thing is we're all friends again.
Maybe you're all friends again, but not me. I don't forgive, I don't forget, and I'm prone to growing moles. I can't help it, I'm Italian.
Leave him there. I hunted 3 hours for his owner.
I hate dogs, Rose.
Oh, Dorothy, come on. Nobody hates dogs. Oh, please, just for the night, I promise.
Please, Auntie Dorothy. I won't be any trouble, please. You're all right.
So I give the mud a swallow, but he doesn't know where to stop, also like your Uncle Al. So we sing a little Puccini, stretch out on the couch, and take a nap together. All in all, a very pleasant afternoon.
Rose, the dog is drooling on my foot.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Look, Rose, Blanche, that does it. That does it. I have had it. Now listen, up until the time we started working together, you were my best friend. The reason we were such good friends was because you trusted me. Now all of a sudden, I don't know, you think I'm some other person, someone who'd stab you in the back. I am not that person. Blanche, I am still your best friend.
And we'll be back home with our family. Oh, there's nothing like Christmas in Minnesota.
Unless it's Christmas in New York. A light snow falling over Fifth Avenue, ice skaters at Rockefeller Center, Santas on every street corner.
Really?
I have to have the professional services of Dr. Escobar. He'll be back from lunch in a little while. Why don't you have a seat? Mr. Thompson, you're next.
Excuse me, Rose, let's go, honey. Ma's waiting out in the car.
I'll only be a minute. Have a seat. It can't be with our families either.
You all are not related?
Oh, no.
Really? The way you were teasing and talking to each other, I thought you were family for sure. Isn't that something?
Well, isn't it funny how sometimes it takes a total stranger to point out something that's been right there?
Please, just do it. Please. Please. Pretty please.
Oh, all right, all right. Don't beg. You sound just like your Uncle Carmine after he'd been away on a goat drive.
So you're not going to tell us what happened?
Nope. Well, Sophia, that's your choice, but I think you're making a mistake. You see,
that's how I'd feel.
I remember the first time anybody ever called me a widow. I was terribly lonely and depressed, just missing George something awful. Finally, my best friend, Rebecca Sue Bliss, persuaded me to join her for a night out. Well, we no sooner stepped through the door into the Boots and Saddle Grill than these two big, brawny truckers came over and...
How you feel?
You gave us quite a scare.
Oh, doctor, is she going to be all right?
She'll be fine. It was just an esophageal spasm.
A what?
A constriction of the food pipe. It can be very painful and frightening, but it's not at all serious.
Oh, thank God.
She just needs to take it easy for a few days, and she'll be as good as new. Rose, I want you to relax here for a few more minutes.
You know, being at her funeral today made me start thinking about how quickly life can pass you by. Maybe I ought to be more adventurous in my life.
More adventurous? The Kama Sutra had to publish a supplement because of you.
I'm not talking about men. I'm talking about things I've always wanted to do, but never got around to trying.
our paths crossed here so they could cheer us up. Excuse me, Mr. Clown, could you do something to put smiles on the faces of three gloomy Gusses?
Buzz off, lady. I'm on a cigarette break.
It's very nice to meet you, too.
Dorothy's done nothing but talk about you for weeks. Rose. Every time she mentions your name, she practically glows.
Rose.
I think she's really very smitten with you.
Rose.
He's a priest, isn't he?
Dorothy, I hesitate to say this, but something in Frank's eyes says to me he thinks of you as more than just a friend.
Blanche, the man is a priest.
The man's a man.
I'm not going to listen to this.
Listen, I know what I'm talking about because I was in a very similar situation once, and he was a man of the cloth. Oh, totally dedicated to his...
Anyway, when Charlie told them that we were going to get married, they forbade it. They said they'd disown him if he married a Kurt
Kleckner by him.
Right. And he'd lose his share of the family tile grout fortune. He didn't care. He told them
Friday, even when the Pope told me I didn't have to. I go to Mass. I light candles. I say novenas. And for what? So it could all be flushed down the toilet because my daughter insists on going out with Father Happy Pants.
Ma, you're not making it any easier.
Look, Dorothy, in the end, only you can...
Anyway, we were just a few miles out of town.
You know, I am a little tired. I think I will lie down.
I'm tired myself.
Me too.
I'm exhausted.
Fine, but I'm warning you all right now. I'm telling the rest of that story as soon as you get up. Decided to get into show business, and they became the internationally renowned Scandinavian dance team of Stepan Fetchik.
He rips the guy's throat out. Look, I know you've seen this movie 6 times, so you shouldn't mind answering a few questions. Does this mean you've decided to run away instead of going to see that judge? Well, I can't make you change your mind. What they are.
I have to go tomorrow.
Then I'll do it myself. And we'll get you back here, I promise. I'm gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you, too.
Now listen, I want you to keep up with your homework and you write to me and tell me how you're doing.
I will. I'll never.
Hello, everybody. Is there somewhere we could be alone?
Well, can't it wait till after dinner?
No.
All right, I'm flexible. But of course, you know that already.
No. I want to ask you something now.
Gene, I was out of town, Lauderdale.
Oh, of course, I forgot. It's spring break.
Well, do you know why she's coming?
No, I don't.
Look at Dorothy's nose grow.
Oh, shut up.
He's her father. The Yutz has a right to know.
What does the Yutz have a right to know?
We're not sure, but...
Hair.
Listen, Rose, no offense, but I find that story a little hard to believe. You don't even like to talk about sex.
Well, it's been my experience that people who talk about it a lot don't do it very often.
I guess that's just a mother's nature. Well, I'll see you in the morning.
Hey, Blanche, listen, my mom lives in Oregon. You know, I don't get a home-cooked meal too often. It'd be okay if I stop by sometime?
I think that would be great. And now, I don't care.
Really, Mr. Howard?
Dorothy, if I were you, I'd put the cake down. You see, Mr. Music's brother is Mr. Lawyer. Besides, that's not a very adult thing to do.
You're right. I can't do it.
Mr. Ha-Ha?
Yes, Bobby?
Ma? Pop, come on, you're gonna be late for the party.
We'll be there in about an hour, darling. Oh, Salvador. Dorothy,
I'll never tell.
The ones who are happy for no apparent reason. George, my life is empty.
Why don't you get a job?
Well, you know, I was thinking of that. I could go back to show business.
Renee, you were the legs in the dancing cigarette box.
But they loved me. I brought joy to people.
Midget. Fernando's not a midget. He's my oldest and closest friend.
I didn't know Alvin that long, but I thought we were getting close. I can't believe he just walked away.
Fernando was always there for me. Whenever I was scared or down about something, I'd just roll over.
Moscow was one clean town. No litter on the streets, and all the bugs are in the American embassy.
Thank you, Sophia. And thank you all. Remember, give peace a chance. The Moscow audience is the...
Well, we're about to find out. Here come the candidate and his campaign manager now.
Good afternoon. I'm here to respond to the media's speculation that I am having an affair with an unidentified woman. I have been the subject of many scurrilous...
You should make us grovel, eat dirt, beg for forgiveness. Give us the silent treatment.
Rose, if you give us the silent treatment, I will eat dirt.
I couldn't stay mad at you girls, you know. I did some thinking and I realized...
It seems sudden, but there is something very important I want to ask you.
Anything, Ted.
May I cut in?
Oh, hell.
Hey, Stan, it's good to see you. What a coincidence, huh? Look, I'll be back at the table.
But...
No, it's okay. Hey, we've got all night. You two enjoy, huh?
Gambling, party of two.
Get out. Get out. Get out of my house! Get out of my life!
Dorothy, what about the order? We can get into a lot of trouble here. We could even wind up in jail.
Good, good. I want you to go to jail. And I want a big, bald convict named Bubba to pick you for his girlfriend.
Dorothy, you don't mean...
We'll visit each other. It's just that we can't live together. Right?
What's going on?
Oh, we were just discussing going our separate ways.
Interesting. You think that's what we should do? I didn't say that.
Then you think we should stay together?
I didn't say that either.
Well, what do you think we should do?
I don't think you realize how very much you meant to him. Or how very much you meant to me.
To you, I don't understand.
I didn't have a wife or a sweetheart back home. And when Charlie would read me your letters, I felt like, well, that someone cared.
All right, Dorothy, what are we going to do about this?
We are not going to do anything. Blanche, it has taken me a whole month to find this dress. You are simply going to have to take yours back.
Oh, Dorothy, be reasonable. This dress looks so much better on me than it does on you.
Hi, girls. Oh, I love you. I feel like I've known him all my life. I talked to him about Charlie. I talked to him about St. Olaf. I talked to him about my family. I talked to him about my animal friends. I talked to him about life on the farm.
If that man didn't get a medal in the war, he sure as hell deserves one now.
Wait a minute. Did she just...
Say, it's time to play Grab That Dough. Hands on buzzers. Let's begin with our trivia lightning round. What famous Tennessee Williams play was recently made into a film by Paul Newman? Willard.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Angela, they're all grown up.
Nice.
Kate is an interior decorator in New York, and Michael is a very successful musician.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed Michael didn't want to go in the novelty business with me.
Yes, it was a crushing blow when he decided to join the Boston Philharmonic instead of selling rubber dog poop door to door.
What am I wearing? Well, to be perfectly honest, a nun's outfit. Oh, that sounds good to me. Uh-huh. I'll be over there just as soon as this storm lets up. Oh.
In the city hall and make it legal.
Stan.
Dorothy, it's fate, divine intervention, the hurricane, us pretending we're married. If God didn't want us to be together again, he would never have sent us a priest.
I'm not a priest.
Angelo, get back here. What do you mean you're not a priest?
I cannot go on with this deception.
I wish you could, but my mind's made up. My baby needs me.
What about me, Ma?
You've always been able to take care of yourself. You don't need me.
All right, what about me?
You were always strong and independent even before I got here. You don't need me.
What about me?
You need the Wizard of Oz. West Raymond. You're in her mouth more than her dentist.
Ma, how did you get back from the drugstore so soon?
I faked a heart attack to get through the line faster. What's up?
Well, we were just going out to dinner.
Great, I'm starved. Where are we going?
Well, Sophia, to tell you the truth, we thought...
Who asked you? Picture it. Sicily, 1921. A beautiful young peasant girl saves her lira and takes a trip to Paris, the city of lights. Also, the only place a guy can wear a cape without getting a lot of funny looks. She wanders into a restaurant and ends up sharing a table with a dashing young Frenchman. They drink, they talk, they burn a cork, and draw mustaches on each other.
What?
Just wanted to see if you were listening. Anyway, the next thing she knows, it's hours later. The place is empty. And the Frenchman...
Tan and rub on it?
Who are we, Wally and the Beaver? What is it you want to tell me, Rose?
I'm not absolutely sure I'm the most qualified Tinkerbell to win the election.
Of course you are. Why, you're the best damn Tinkerbell.
Oh, mine! So are you all right, honey? Wonderful, wonderful. I always wanted to have a nose like Joe Frazier.
Ma, how long were you listening at the door?
I wasn't listening at the door.
Oh, then why was your face pressed against the crack?
That's what the crow said!
Get out! I should do what to myself? Hello?
Dorothy, is your mother all right?
Oh, fine. She does something wrong, suddenly she's my mother.
Old age can play a lot of cruel jokes. Now, come on. Is it true what they say about black men in bed?
Oh, yes, definitely. Oh, yes, definitely. That is something I would like to know about, too. Fire.
They loved her ideas. They said I should use them. I said no. They said you're fired.
Look, it was never my intention for anything like this to happen. I'll go down first thing in the morning and talk to him.
Come on, honey, sit down. Now, don't worry. If Dorothy says she'll get your job back, that's exactly what she's going to do.
Well, I guess it's worth a shot.
That's why I make him out to be more than he is.
Then you will give him the money.
No, but I'll give it to you. Under one condition. Don't ever tell Stanley it came from me.
I don't understand.
Well, Stanley has a tendency to be weak. If he knew I was a soft touch, he'd never amount to anything.
Kate.
Well, we didn't. But it wasn't because I didn't try. Oh. I can still remember the night of the big rally before the homecoming game. Oh, there stood Ham, just handsome as ever. I walked over to him and asked him the one question that had been burning on my tongue for the last 4 years. Ham.
Excuse me?
Think you might like some company tonight?
Maybe some other time, Blanche.
Does it? Oh. Well, I guess there isn't much point in sitting out here anymore, is there?
Oh, I don't know, Rose. Such a nice night. Let's stay a while.
Okay.
Please, he hardly ever remembers to lift up the toilet lid.
Fine, fine. We'll start looking for a place today. Come on, Max.
In me.
You from Minnesota?
Yes.
No kidding, so am I.
Well, what a coincidence. Isn't that amazing? But St. Olaf.
Ben Wheaton, pleased to meet you.
Oh, no, my name is Rose Nyland. I come from St. Olaf.
Months, but I finally made it to Miami. Will you listen to me just running on? Tell you what, you tell me your sad story over breakfast. Good night.
Couldn't survive out there, but I'm learning to survive here. Which reminds me, hold on to that.
And you were in a convertible.
You know, Clay, I've been thinking a lot about what you told me today, and I've also been thinking a lot about that boy out at Rex's drive-in, and honey, the two pictures don't go together. There's just something wrong with one of them.
Okay, in this formation, you're lined up in a wishbone with the U back in motion. Any questions so far?
I've got a question, Coach Rose. Am I an X or an O?
You're an O, Freddie.
Now, what's going on, Ma?
Okay. I hoped I could spare you this, Dorothy, but it's best you know what's going on. It's about Sonny Venduccio, as in the famous Venuccio vendetta.
I never heard of that.
Who asked you? This is a speech, not a quiz.
Sex, Rose. I am talking sex. We don't go to dinner, we don't go to the movies, we just go to bed, and it is terrific.
All that and cappuccino, too? Well, what's the problem? Bambi. Marry me, Eddie.
Ladies, please. This always happens. I'm cursed. Ever since I was a little kid, I've been absolutely irresistible to women. I know I'm a little plain to look at.
Oh, no, you're not plain at all.
Left Brooklyn.
Yep, I hid it under the seat when I was loading the suitcases. Happy Valentine's Day, Sophia.
I think this is what I was trying to explain to Papa. Come here, you big lug.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
Papa, what was that you told us?
Well, so what? You don't have anywhere to go? Besides, I wasn't going to tell you about that night. I was going to tell you about another night, many years later. Same little romantic bar where George proposed.
Our finest champagne,
And 2 glasses. Very romantic.
Well, this is a private matter. Whatever we buy is nobody's business but our own. I'd like a package of these, please.
And I'll take these.
Oh, yeah. I'll never forget that summer day in 1932. I was thinking, boy, am I blessed to have such a precious baby in my life.
Oh, Ma, that's beautiful. Well, things are going just great. Oh, look at this. You're holding my hand while I'm skating. What were you thinking then?
I'll never forget that winter day and a little story. When I was a kid in Sicily, I loved lightning bugs. I'd stand out in the field and watch them light up the night sky. That was magical. That was spectacular. I tell you, I saw 1,000 points of light. It was a kinda. In the meantime, I'll bunk with you. I told Pepe he could have my room.
He's staying here with us?
Hey, we're in training. Instead of another place at the table. Hey, Pepe. Pepe, you like ravioli?
Okay.
Bungo.
Kill Gonzalez!
Which is exactly the amount of each girl's life savings.
Exactly?
That's why this is a story instead of an immigration report. May I continue? One girl chooses to spend her money and take a chance on adventure. The other plays it. I'm shocked.
It was back in high school. I was dating the quarterback of the football team. All the major colleges were trying to recruit him. I was pretty sure he was leaning toward Notre Dame because he asked me how to spell it.
Girl's mouth water. Oh, my God. That's her. I sure hope time has been good to Trudy. Good, not great. Oh, Trudy.
Dorothy!
Oh.
That loss, Dorothy. You just picked up the pieces and went on. Just like you did after Stanley ran off with that stewardess. Boy, I envy you your gumption.
Yes, and I your breast implants.
This may not be my place, but we are never going to speak to you again.
Right!
Gotcha.
Very, very convincing, Black.
Well, I can't take all the credit. I didn't have this with me. You bet we are, honey.
Oh, this is what friendship is all about. Banding together when the going gets tough. Sacrificing sleep and personal comfort. Putting someone else's need ahead of your own. It's beautiful. Let me know how it turns out in the morning. Good night.
Think this is gonna work?
I don't know. We should just go along with whatever she wants to do. The important thing is to keep Rose's mind occupied.
Hey, give me some lipstick.
Get out. What about them?
Leave it to a pro. Runaway wheelchair! Runaway wheelchair! Wait a minute.
Oh, okay. Right. I'm sorry.
Now, why don't you go and take that nice hot bath? Mom, maybe you need a break. Why don't you sit this one out?
What, like I can't handle it? Like it's too much for poor old Sophia? Like I'm so ancient I don't have the energy? Get the lights on your way out.
Sven, I'm Dorothy.
Hello.
And I'm Blanche. Welcome.
Thank you.
Rose tells us you're getting married.
Yes, and I hope I'm good at it. I don't have that much experience with women.
A big, strong, handsome thing like you, get out of here.
Well, it was nice meeting all of you.
I won't dance. Don't ask me. Pay attention. You're in for a treat.
Oh, Ma, not another act.
No, Dorothy, not just another act, the act. I've taken a classic and reworked it Sophia style.
Sophia, did you come to bail us out?
No, Rose. She's dropping off a manicotti with a file in it.
Oh, girls, we're going to get to see Mr. Burt Reynolds. After all, I thought these beautiful tickets were all going to go to waste.
So, which one of you isn't going?
Well,
Well, I can't tell you who it is. Ethics, you know, we have to be quite careful about that. But if this was win, lose, or draw, I'd draw a crown.
What?
That was a hint.
Do you have my test results?
Sure do.
And?
A
I
king.
need a new menu. Mine seems to be full of mistakes. For example, it says a small glass of tomato juice is $6. I see. Oh, room service, I'll have to call you back.
for God's sake, somebody say something.
Big help.
Dorothy, what about you? You're always the sensible one around here, the free modern thinker who keeps up with the times. Now, what do you think?
Have you seen my mother?
She mentioned something about having a headache. I think she's in her room.
Hanging herself.
Oh, hi, everybody.
Oh, how you feeling?
Oh, much better. Say, how about going out to dinner, have some fun?
Mama, can we talk for a minute?
I'll make the reservations. Where would you like to eat?
I want you to be part of...
What does one wear to a sperm bank?
Something attractive in rubber.
I have that.
What would you eat?
Something wrong?
I don't know what you see in me, Miles.
I see you.
But why me? I thought you'd like Blanche.
Well, I like Blanche very much. And so does Blanche. That's better.
I feel so dumb around you.
Please, come on, let's dance.
I like the ring.
Reminds me of a doorknob I had back in Brooklyn.
What are you doing?
Just my way of saying thank you. Well, I think I've taken care of everything. Now, you'll see to it that they don't put lipstick on my teeth.
Don't worry. I'll take them out and check them personally.
Well?
Cheese?
Why don't we go really high fiber and spread ketchup on cardboard? Pizza, damn it, get pizza.
That's funny. The phone book is missing again.
Wait a minute, where's Ma?
Is my car gone?
Yeah, your car is fine. My car is gone.
When are you going to realize that you will never have a good relationship with your children until you stop doing all the things for them they should be doing for themselves?
Dorothy, I finished your blouse.
And the socks?
Get right on it.
So what am I supposed to do?
You have to make him stand on his own 2 feet. If I were you, I'd kick him out.
You really?
Thanks, girls, for coming down and helping out.
Oh, it was
thank
wonderful.
you for having us.
I'm glad you asked.
And hey, Merry Christmas.
Oh,
To go without. I remember when my mother-in-law came to stay with Sal and me when we were first married. For 2 months, Dorothy, your father and I didn't have sex.
Why not, Ma?
She slept in between us. It was a very small place. Have you ever seen an Italian after he's gone without?
No.
That's because
That story really got around. I must have heard it 100 times. Everybody thought it was a big joke.
That must have hurt.
It hurt a lot, and it made me angry. I was so mad I refused to make strudel for a year.
That's not so bad.
Dorothy's born at?
Rose!
Well, this is it.
All right, darling, come on, I'll go with you.
Dorothy,
Ma, where have you been?
I always think it's nice when you're in a hospital to walk around and cheer people.
Babies and handing out corn at the Rotary picnics.
Shut up, Rose.
So, Mama, is it all right if I have my baby here?
Well, I only want what's best for you, darling. Don't you want to have your baby with your obstetrician in your hospital in Atlanta?
Oh, I'm not having my baby in a hospital.
Oh, Rose, we've been waiting for you. Rose.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was distracted. You're not going to believe it. I just met my father, my natural father.
He's alive?
He's in Miami?
He's an earthling?
Mother?
And I found you can't give a sponge bath without the patient's consent.
Oh, Ma, I'm so sorry about everything. I'm sorry I asked you to move that sofa. I'm sorry that you're sick. I swear I'll never ask you to move furniture again. Oh, God, I'm just so happy you're safe.
Speak.
Be appalled that Joe Isuzu wasn't played by an Asian actor. And number 3, under no circumstances walk on their backs. Even if they beg you. And they will. I hope you'll reconsider, have a potato day, see you. To admit, Stan was pretty amazing today. Did you see the way he stood up for himself? I mean, this is not the same guy who screamed, "Paint my toenails, we've just invaded Korea." It was kind of attractive.
It was dark in that hayloft.
Your father and I spent many an hour trying to figure out what to do with you. You drove that man to distraction.
Well, all right, maybe you talked about me, but that's not the same thing as being there.
I know that.
A fatal mistake.
I just wanted to hear someone say I love you to me one more time.
Oh, Ma. Would it make you feel better if I told you I love you?
Yeah, all of a sudden I feel like singing. Take me to a piano bar. I'm going to sleep. If Tony calls, as soon as she comes to me on her knees and begs my forgiveness.
I think she'd like that. All right. The little witch is ready to apologize for everything.
She said that?
In her own old world way, yes. Come on.
Apparently it's a hereditary trait.
I'll say this for Clayton. He has great taste. Doug is absolutely charming.
And funny, it's not every couple can do a good Betty Davis impression.
That'll just be our little secret.
You should buy a parakeet or something.
Gladys, honey, how are you?
Fine, Dorothy. Is your mother home?
No, I can't say that she is.
I've been trying to call, but she keeps hanging up on me. You sure she isn't home?
No, I still can't say that, no.
Attention, new game. Oh, this is a St. Olaf favorite. Everybody puts on a blindfold, and then they choose a partner, and then they think of a number, and the other person thinks of an object, and then the bride tags someone, and they call out their number, and then they switch with her. And you think we're dogs, don't you?
And most of all, I vow that my marriage to my beloved Dorothy will
As God is my witness in front of this entire congregation, I call an end to this wedding here and now.
Sophia, this is only the rehearsal.
It is?
I'll get the baby's things.
Come on, it's 6:30. We're already 5 minutes behind schedule. Rose, before you bring in the sauce, tell us what ingredient you added.
Well, I don't want to spoil the surprise. I'll give you a hint. They're sugary and they're great.
And?
Okay. And Captain Kangaroo.
Oh, and look here, Dorothy, this is my grandmother, Marcel d'Aberval. Pure Southern through and through. It fits. My wedding dress fits.
Congratulations. You weren't married in a white dress?
Oh, Rose, come on. I mean, it's one... Well, Frank Nan. I haven't seen you since that weekend in Pensacola.
Goosey Lucy.
That's right. We did have fun, Squeezy Wheezy.
No, I mean, you'd be perfect for the part of Goosey.
Harold, disregard that accident and the whole thing.
All right, everybody, just write down who you think ought to leave.
Well, you know this is a waste of time. I'm just going to write down myself.
Don't tell us that. Now, maybe we should do this. It's the fairest way.
All right, but it's just going to end up being me.
Okay.
Me all these years.
Well, no.
Then unburden yourself, Ma. Not just to your daughter, but to your friend.
Here goes. The man you saw in that picture was Guido Spirelli. He was my first husband through an arranged marriage, which I had later annulled.
And?
Any out on the lanai?
Oh, now that you mention it, Blanche, no, there isn't.
Rose, you remember our signal when I want you to leave?
You wouldn't hit me in front of company. Come on, Arnie. I want you.
Thanks.
I don't believe I did this, and I hate his name. For the rest of my life, I'm gonna be Dorothy Zbornak.
Come on, pussycat, look on the bright side. At least he's got a full head of hair.
And my monkey.
And a good-looking monkey it is.
Is it me or is that a traffic cone?
Jealous? Come on, Dorothy, we better get going. After our session, I have an important dinner meeting with some investors.
Ma, what are you doing up?
Disappointed, huh? If I'm up, that means I'm alive. And if I'm alive, it means you can't get your hands on my money.
What are you talking about?
You know about the will. You know if I die, you'll be on Easy Street. What did you do, Dorothy? Slip cyanide in?
But so incredibly stupid. Do you know what it's like to feel this stupid? Well, I probably should go now. I've bothered you enough.
How much time we've wasted.
The only time you're wasting is the time that you and Marvin should be spending together.
You don't know what you're talking about. This is what Marvin wants.
No, it isn't. Dorothy's right.
What?
I never wanted this. I only went along because it meant so much to you.
Well, I only...
Ma, come on. I guess we've all learned something from this.
Yeah. You can never really replace someone you've lost. And the next time I answer an ad, it'll be from one of Blanche's magazines. Those people know.
And love and inspiration, and you make it sound dirty. Thank you.
Girls, I have a question. A vital question. I want you to think long, little kiss.
Hey,
To me, a first kiss is still the sexiest thing in the world.
Get out of here.
Really? Well, the way I look at it, anyone can just jump into bed together. Me, I believe in romance. And that can start with something.
Kind of thinking is really quite sexist. Just because a woman is attractive and is not uncomfortable about her sexuality does not mean she can't be bright, well-informed, and a hell of a lawyer.
Thank you.
Where did you go to law school?
A whole bunch of places.
Some flowers.
You bet.
Did you not just tell my sister that I betrayed her?
It was the only way I could get rid of her. She's a nut, you know.
You see it too?
That's why I was so angry when she told me about that thing she had done to you.
What thing?
You know.
No, I don't.
I think you do.
A Midsummer Night's Dream. If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme no more yielding, but I quit my job at Borealis. I'm going back to teaching, which means I'm really going to have to tighten the purse strings around here.
And this affects me how?
No, you're not making this any easier. I quit because I wasn't happy there. Would you want me to stay someplace I was the only thing that's been in more hotel rooms than she has, and she can't remember a word of it?
Look, it's obvious they're not going to let us see Rose, so I think the only thing we can do is pray. All right. Oh, please, God, hear our prayer. From the halls of...
And cherish her as long as you both shall live.
I do.
And Dorothy, do you take this man to be your wedded husband? Do you promise to love, support, and cherish him as long as you both shall live?
I do.
May we have the ring, please? Repeat after me. With this ring,